Keir Starmer's leadership crisis continues to get worse as he's now getting targeted from all sides. The far left, the Islamists, and his own backbench MPs. And I must say, it's absolutely incredible how many open goals the Labour Party continue to miss, considering the Tories are just allowing the Labour Party to get into government in the next election. But no, apparently they want to make things harder for themselves. And all because Keir Starmer continues to sit on the fence or changing his positions every single day, especially when it comes to the conflict between Israel and Gaza. Essentially, what we're dealing with is a vote in the House of Commons tomorrow, Wednesday, and which is an absolutely stupid and pointless vote. But MPs are going to be voting for a ceasefire in the Middle East. Yeah, the House of Commons in London think they have the power to do ceasefire. Anyway, the whole point of this was mainly because the left-wing MPs from all parties have gathered together to put pressure on Netanyahu. And it's all organised by, yes, the one and only Humza Yousaf, the leader of the SNP. SNP MPs in Westminster organised this vote, ceasefire, pointless, virtue signalling, and the problem for the Labour Party is that Starmer initially came out to support Israel. Then he said, now we need to actually look after the people in Gaza. And then he said, temporary ceasefire is needed. And then he said, no, we need a permanent ceasefire. We don't know exactly what he wants. The other problem for Keir Starmer and the Labour Party is that the leader of the Scottish Labour Party, Anna Sarwar, has decided to actually support Humza Yousaf and the SNP. In Scotland, the Labour Party and the SNP decided to vote for a ceasefire, and so the Labour Party is completely split on this issue and they don't know what to do. And now they're talking about removing the whips. One Labour MP actually said, I suspect it will be far more than the 56 who rebelled last time, especially given the Scottish Labour position and how many more MPs are really under pressure on this now. Another Labour MP said, I hope that we end up in a better position than last time. We need to not get into the same position as last time. Okay, so the Labour whips are threatening the backbench MPs, saying if you actually vote with the SNP, then you will lose your whip and you will no longer be a Labour MP. 2 Labour candidates have been forced to be suspended over the last week or so, as Keir Starmer knows he has to do a crackdown when it comes to anti-Semitism. But on the other hand, he doesn't want to lose the Muslim vote and the far left. It's a lose-lose situation. Really embarrassing. But let's go to Wes Streeting, see what he's saying. He told Sky News that we want to see a ceasefire. Of course we do. And we have been increasingly concerned, as the wider international community has been, with the disproportionate loss of civilian life in Gaza. Israel has a responsibility to get its hostages back. Every country in the world has a right to defend itself. But I think what we have seen are actions that go beyond reasonable self-defense and also call into question whether Israel has broken international law. The ICJ are now investigating and we take all of that seriously. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult trying to keep everybody on all sides happy. Trying to say, yeah, obviously we're on the side of Israel, we don't want to be anti-Semitic, but we think the ICJ are very credible. And we have to go with the far left and the Islamic. The thing is, you're not going to be able to keep especially the Islamists happy, because we literally had in Rochdale, the by-election that's coming up, the Labour MP or the former Labour candidate who was actually campaigning, being targeted and being confronted by the far left and the Islamists who are proper pro-Palestine. And he was explaining to them, hey, I'm also pro-Palestine. The guy literally got suspended because he went on a rant against Israel. But it was still not enough for the Islamic vote. And that is the problem, because they don't even want you to say hostages must be released. They don't even want to hear that. They were absolutely fine with the 7th of October. And you've seen so many examples in these hate marches every Saturday in London, where if you hold a banner or a poster saying Hamas are bad guys, you will be confronted and sometimes chased by those people. They want the Labour Party to be Puritan, Palestine first, Britain maybe second. That's the reality of the situation.